everyone, it's Shari Carroll here for SimonsStamp.com with my walkthrough of the June 2014 card kit. I'll start off by showing you the 6x6 pattern papers, and these are by my Mind's Eye, and it's from the Mildred collection. They're double-sided. I'll go ahead and flip through the first side and flip them over and then show you the second side. But as you can see, there's a whole variety of papers, really nice muted tones. And now I'll flip this over, and this one has more of the stripes and polka dots and chevron type patterns. Some of them are smaller patterns and some are bolder patterns. Really nice set of papers. Another sheet of paper that's in the kit is the Doodlebug Lily White Vellum, and that's a really nice Swiss dot type polka dots. Also some enamel dots. These are also from my Mind's Eye. The stamp set, I can't say enough about it. This one is called Favorite Flowers. I really like how it has the color backgrounds and the really fine lined kind of scribble type flowers. There are also some Prima flower wood veneers, and there's 2 flowers and 2 leaves. Great for painting. There is a really cute roll of washi tape. This is by Freckled Fawn, and it has like an arrow and a red heart every now and again. I'll go ahead and peel this back so you can see. Really, really sweet washi tape. And a letter set from Kelly Perky, and this is a nice green, really matches with the papers really well. The cardstock is Simon Says Slate. There is also Desert Storm, Marshmallow, Watermelon, and Lagoon from Basil. So that is the June 2014 card kit. I have created a card, and I've focused mainly on using the stamps from the kit. I have picked out a couple inks that match the pattern papers pretty well, and the first one is Surf Blue. I'm working on a scrap piece of paper here. I'm going to be stamping several flowers and then I'll cut them out. And this is the solid background, and I'll stamp a few of these with the Surf Blue. Next, I'll stamp the little daisy flower with the soft cantaloupe from Hero Arts, and I'll do about 3 of these. And finally, I'm stamping the leaf background with the mint from Simon Says Stamp. I will be stamping and white embossing over the top of these, so I do want them to dry quite well before I go to do that. So I'm going to set these aside for about an hour or so. Okay, so my inks have set in really well, and now I have the topper of the flowers, and I also have my anti-static bag here, and I really want to cover this well. I want to make sure that the embossing powder doesn't stick to any of those inks that I've already set down. And so I'll go ahead and ink up the little swirly top portion of the flower up with my Versamark ink. You could also use a white pigment ink if you wanted, but I'm just going to go ahead and use my regular Versamark. And I have aligned this so I know which is the top portion and the bottom portion, so the patterns will match together. But I'll go ahead and stamp that down, and then I'm going to go ahead and re-ink before I put my embossing powder on here, and I can just do that by tapping it onto the ink pad. Go ahead and press this down, and once I have that stamped, I'll go ahead and spread my embossing powder over the top, and this is the Hero Arts white embossing powder. So sprinkle that over the top, and it looks like it's turning out really well. I don't have any excess. My light goes out for some reason on its own. Sorry. It looks like I don't have any excess. It looks like everything dried really well, and so now I can just hit this with my heat gun. I'll continue on and do the other parts of the other flowers with the stamping over top and also white embossing. Okay, so at this point I have cut out everything. I have a little swirly stamp here, and I'm using the Simon Says Stamp Fog ink, and this gives me just a little bit of a vine, and I'm just going to place this right next to the leaf, right under where the flower is going to go. I'll go ahead and show you. So that little vine will just kind of peek out. I love these gray tones of ink because you can just give a little subtle color and it matches everything. So I'll go ahead and place another vine or 2 down for this flower, and again I'm just kind of positioning it and re-inking and then going ahead and stamping down onto this cardstock. Next, I'm going to stamp my message, and I'm just positioning it here, figuring out where I want to put it. I'm using the Simon Says Stamp Smoke ink. I'll just remove my little flower so it doesn't get in the way of my stamping. And I'm sorry, I have a really wild hair there. It's so distracting. So here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this down. I love the colors of the gray inks because it gives me such a nice feel of softness and goes really well with the tones of the flowers. Here's a look at my finished card. I added a strip of the pattern paper to the left side, and I mounted the panel onto a top folding card. I hope you've enjoyed my preview of the June 2014 Simon Says Stamp card kit. Thanks for watching.